What a week for Mozart, beginning with The Marriage of Figaro at the Harrison Opera House April 6th, followed by the powerful Requiem April 13th. The Marriage of Figaro is, of course, built on the bones of a satire by noble wannabe Pierre Beaumarchais, in which this clever servant Figaro and his equally clever wife-to-be, Susanna, thwart the lustful count who has eyes for Susanna and almost every other female. At a time when marriages among the nobility were primarily ironclad sales contracts, the Countess has the tragic misfortune to be in love with her philandering husband. Poor thing. For an opera with one great melody after another, you need one terrific singer after another, and this production has them. Anne Carolyn Bird is a joy as the resourceful Susanna the Countess is made, who sympathizes with her mistress's plight. Bird's airy, charming soprano brings out the character's attractive competence. It doesn't hurt that she's really pretty, with a voice to match. Figaro, the Count's valet, is well sung by Bird's real-life husband, Matthew Burns, who was the young poet in last season's Orphée. His clear, robust bass baritone instills confidence as his character deftly avoids his master's treachery and keeps minor dust-ups from becoming major tragedies, all with good humor and intelligent acting. In the trousers role of the young page Cherubino, who proclaims that every woman makes his heart race, is mezzo Karen Mushigain, who was such a knockout as Hansel in Vio's production of Hansel and Gretel. She has Cherubino's aria Voi che sapete thoroughly in hand vocally, as well as convincing physical verve. As the randy, bored Count Almaviva, baritone Aaron Sinclair Nicholson is intimidating, treacherous, and jealous of everyone who seems to be having more fun than he. He wears his power to destroy them like invisible ermine. It's all about him. But realizing his mistakes and pleading for his wife's forgiveness, the Count makes that change of heart believable. Not an easy task. Soprano Catherine White's voice is almost too big for the role of the Countess. Her gorgeous arias Porgy Amor and the exquisite Dove Sono almost blast the audience into submission, but White redeems herself utterly in the last act with her meltingly lovely forgiveness of her straying husband. Jeffrey Tucker, who was last year's Mikado, is Dr. Bartolo, with a commanding pace. His good acting chops and great glee are shared by Margaret Gavrisiak as Marcellina, who schemes to marry Figaro herself but turns out to be his mother. Don't ask. Drew Duncan returns to the VO stage as Don Basilio, the castle's music master. Lanky Aaron Ingersoll is the drunken gardener Antonio, and Ashley Logan is a pert, cheerful Barbarina. Conductor Stephen Smith gets the most out of the Richmond Symphony musicians. Returning for the third act, one could see their bows waving enthusiastically, an uncommon and happy tribute. What can one say about Lillian Groag, the stage director, who keeps all the balls in the air so deftly that nothing has a chance to lag, inserting Commedia dell'arte characters, a small dog for the Countess, and even a raffish Madame Defarge knitting fiend, perhaps in homage to Beaumarchais' jail stint. The stage business is equally magical, as when a character steps through a mirror, or Don Basilio fishes noisily through his money bag to produce a single coin. It's all as fast and fizzy as Mozart's glorious music. Peter Dean Beck's movable proscenium arch serves again to delineate upstairs from downstairs. It rises from the low ceiling of the servants' room to the higher ceiling of the Countess's chamber and finally to the open skies of the castle garden. Lighting and costumes are elegantly supportive. If you missed this production here, it's worth the drive to Richmond. Bring champagne. From the other side of the Footlights, I'm M.D. Ridge.